Hey kids, today on this rainy day, I'm reading to you Disney's Sofia the First, Make Way for Miss Nettle. It's the end of the school day at Royal Prep. The clock tower chimes, its clockwork figures marching in circles as Sofia and James head to the greenhouse for Royal Prep's after-school gardening club. On the way, they catch up with Prince Desmond. Hey, Desmond, James greets the other prince with a pat on the back. Desmond jumps, startled. James, he exclaims, you scared me. Sorry, Des, James says, just saying hi. Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather flutter into the greenhouse and introduce the visiting enchanted gardening teacher. She's a fairy named Miss Nettle who was once their apprentice. Don't tire out your hands, Miss Nettle says, as Sofia and the others applaud. You'll be clapping much more once we get started. Miss Nettle demonstrates how to grow a rising rose. It's so tall that it bursts out through the skylight. Sofia sprinkles magic plant food on a bud. She grows a dancing daisy that sways and bobs around. James grows a laughing lily. The flower blows a puff of magic pollen in his face, and he collapses with uncontrollable laughter. Don't worry, it wears off, Miss Nettle assures the kids. Desmond does best of all. He grows an enormous singing sunflower. Even Miss Nettle is impressed. Miss Nettle leaves the kids to practice their enchanted gardening, but she accidentally leaves her glove behind. Sofia decides to return the glove. She arrives at the fairy's office just in time to see Miss Nettle magically grab the fairy's wands. Then Miss Nettle waves her own wand and traps the fairies in a floating bubble. Sofia waits until Miss Nettle flutters off, then rushes over to Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. The fairies are glad to see her, but Sofia can't hear them through the bubble. So they act out what happened. Oh, Sofia cries, finally getting it. Miss Nettle wants to steal your spell book. The fairies nod. Then they start marching around. This time, Sofia can't figure out what they're trying to say. But she's not giving up. I'm going to get you out of there, I promise, she says. She rushes back to tell the others what happened. We have to find a way to rescue them, she cries. Wait, why us? Desmond asks nervously. He reminds the others that Professor Popov always stays late. The kids rush to Popov for help. Stand back, children, he announces. I will take care of this. He finds Miss Nettle searching for the spell book, but as soon as he pirouettes up to her, she traps him in a bubble too. Sofia decides they have to find the spell book before Miss Nettle does. There must be a spell in there that can free the fairies, she tells the boys. But where can the book be? Desmond suggests they check the library for a map of the school. Then you can see every room, he says, and every possible hiding place. They study the map. Sofia notices the marching figures in the clock tower. That's it, she cries, remembering the way the fairies marched inside the bubble. The clock tower is very tall, and there are no stairs. The fairies don't need stairs, Desmond reminds the others. What can they do? Sophia has an idea. Can you grow a rising rose stalk big enough to reach the top of the tower? She asked Desmond. Desmond does it. The rising rose grows up, up, and up. Desmond is scared of heights, but Sophia convinces him to climb the rose. Once they all reach the top, they search for the spell book. Suddenly, the clock chimes the hour and the figures begin to move. The spell book, Sophia cries, pointing at one of the figures. The kids chase the figure and grab the book. They did it! Bravo, Miss Nettle says behind them. Now hand it over. Sophia clutches the book. No! We need it to free the fairies, James adds. Miss Nettle offers them a deal. If they give her the book, she'll free the fairies. Sophia isn't sure whether to trust her. Desmond nudges her. I don't want to put in a bubble. I don't want to be put in a bubble, he whispers nervously. So, do we have a deal? Miss Nettle asks. Sophia agrees. But as soon as Miss Nettle has the spell book, she flutters away. She tricked them. She's not planning to free the fairies until after she's the most powerful fairy in the world. Sophia knows they have to stop her. They follow her to the greenhouse. Sophia notices the laughing lilies and remembers how they made James helpless with laughter. We can do the same thing to Miss Nettle, she whispers to James and Desmond. Desmond is the best enchanted gardener in the school. He's scared, but he agrees to grow more laughing lilies. James creates a distraction by sending bouncing bluebells boinging towards Miss Nettle. Then Sophia and Desmond sneak up behind her. Laughing lilies sprout all around the evil fairy. I'll get you, Miss Nettle cries when she sees the kids. Miss Nettle raises her wand, but it's too late. She doubles over, helpless with laughter. The spell book falls and Sophia grabs it. Come on, she yells. The kids rush to the office and free the fairies. Thank you, Flora exclaims. You're our heroes, Fauna adds. Now where's Miss Nettle? Merryweather grumbles. The fairies and the kids find Miss Nettles in the greenhouse. She isn't laughing anymore. I'll just have to make one more extra large bubble, she threatens, raising her wand. Suddenly, Desmond leaps towards Miss Nettle. The bubble traps him, but he has Miss Nettle's wand in his hand. Way to go, Desmond, James cries. Without her wand, Miss Nettle can't cast any spells. The fairies order her to leave Royal Prep and never returned. Merryweather adds. After Miss Nettle's gone, the fairies release Desmond. You were amazing, Sophia tells him. I've never seen such bravery, Flora says. Desmond blushes. He never knew he could be brave until he had to be. Maybe he won't be so nervous from now on. Sophia is happy for him, but something's bothering her. I feel like we're forgetting something, she muses. Just then, another bubble rolls past them. Professor Popov, they all yell. That's the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Love you.